An unwelcome visitor. I made a breakthrough. After uncountable days of nights, I finally hearkened onto the crystal whispers, and I must say, Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course. My apologies. Sir, being consumed by my research for so long, I'm afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. Okay. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning. With the crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides containing the memories of a party yet unknown, they cried out for deliverance from Pandæmonium, where the ancients kept volatile creatures under lock and key. Fortunately, your master harness, okay, this is what we did yesterday, blah blah blah. In the depths of Pandæmonium, a presence yet stirred, its intentions then identified shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? Just give me a recap. Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memory stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggests a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole, and indeed ambient reading have revealed a faint but identical signature. The signature exists of our time? So my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. So someone that lives currently. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us? Or was Sir... I'm afraid he has more pressing matters to attend to. My dear Rusinad, namely, to seek out the secrets which lies nestled within Pandæmonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion, in case there are any unanticipated changes. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. So he's going alone. You can't mean, do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned the ship and pilot for the very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. Good luck. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudia intends to become blind to all else. He has a bit of autism. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard. Much as it spoke only to you the last time, none but the professor has been capable to capture its ethereal yearning. Surely after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for the crystal seems to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, it may be best to return to Pandæmonium, and as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandæmonium requires you to pass through Abyssos, correct? Yes. There's something I will have to investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandæmonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, there must have been under observation in Abyssos before being co-signed to their shackles. And if we know anything about the ancients, it's that they would have kept records. Ooh, true. Ah, brilliant. Delving into records may shed light on creatures Sir has yet to encounter. If your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only strength to carry the day. That's how I've been doing it all this time, honestly. Whoops. You seek records of Pandæmonium creations? Master Themis had just finished perusing the same oh wow. I should not be surprised that we both arrived to the same conclusion. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Sorry, Themis. Oh, so tunnel vision on the archivist. I didn't even notice you were there. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. Cool, we'll have to go reading. Themis is 10 steps ahead of us. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. Oh, came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandæmonium prospects protective wards continue to be assailing by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Ericthonius' capacity to keep watch over Asphaldius while I'm away. He works diligently to master internment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hands. Thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. Fair. And since fate has brought us both here, I would have asked you to accompany me while I attend another matter, more idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he has agreed to meet us near the Neos to Pandæmonium. As I have pondered our expedition into Pandæmonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Brea, whether it's for the good or ill. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions towards a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude towards my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself, it is more or less accepted as a way of things. Oh, someone else with autism. By contrast, the researchers of Pandæmonium seem to view La Brea with the feeling approaching obsession, whether driven by love or hate. There were many other aspects of the facility, particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to the member of wards of La Brea. Oh, uh-oh. My apologies to have, I understand you have conducting an investigation to Pandæmonium and wish to know its origins. Oh, this guy Loki looked like Hermes. I thought it was him for a second. Indeed, in particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandæmonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the wards of La Brea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in the day-to-day operations? At first I thought it'd be simply a matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could easily be ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the words of La Brea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel that the academia ain't an either. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandæmonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you summarized, the majority of the creations kept within Pandæmonium were sent from Elpis. Yeah, as years passed, interests changed. Players and creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention to Pandæmonium research. So that's how it started, but over time, other places started sending them in. But that is quite the change. And in fact, that almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be subject to research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the chief keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So Pandemonium's resources were being misused. It would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? So he's been up to no good since long. I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway with the facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit as of late their connection has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within the Pandemonium halls. Oh. And you're certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communication suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming identity of the sender. Who was it? Thank you. This information will be helpful for my investigation. That will be all. Ooh, then I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the Wanderer's work is delicate, and it will be remiss to disturb them longer than necessary. So somebody told them that everything is A-okay, when everything is not A-okay. All is well? A blatant lie. And to that, we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party beyond this. Let us hurry. I know not our inventory sent the report, but it's plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. There's no way that it was, what's his face, right? Ericthonius? Because would Ericthonius send it so that nobody comes to check on it? So, because he did say that he wants to wait before we report to La Habrea. Could he have been the one to tell them that everything's clear so that there's no report? I kind of guess as to why this false report has arisen now. But it certainly bodes ill, as is the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword into puppet. Regardless, they have tripped. Interesting. Oh, close. Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? What the hell are you? Hehe, there's something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sight so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? Damn. I know this creature, a familiar of the Phoenix, but that monster is locked away. That it is, in spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitted form, if you must, but with control of its full. Goddamn, it is simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there's no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of La Habrea. Your father. Oh, somebody knows who you are. And how would you know that wisdom he speaks? I've heard those words many times, the scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No, I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperus. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Ooh, I knew it! Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last, you moved to keep up. Pity that you remain behind, nevertheless. It is him! He's doing this! The rat! Even in the past. Lame, as you are. Always you failed to learn, failed to understand, failed to act. And those fate, the thing to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magic prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair, though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandæmonium's great experiment. There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you? Uninvited guests join our reunion. It seems fortune not longer favor your... Bro. You have to deal with another La Brea, man? Gotta be joking, bro. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. Sheesh. On business, there are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flow through his veins. 'Tis plain there are worthier subjects to contend with. Wow. Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thralls over familiar creation and keyword alike. Your father. And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind the chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are a few with the wherewithals to even consider experimentation on such scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from a man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work from the conversation of the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve a veil for mental both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by La Habrea, I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? Oh, yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. How do I say yes? 100%. La Habrea is capable of far more than you know. Is he? So you believe La Habrea to be the man of few scruples if it brings him goes closer than reach. Yeah. I don't know who you know, but the library I know, yeah. Library holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are even unorthodox, they seem guided by a firm understanding of what is just. You're gonna piss Ricktonius off. There's one way to find for certain. We'll delve deeper into the Pandæmonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. Couldn't have said it better myself. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Brea, or whomever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandæmonium. We can safely assume that other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Open arms? Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos, one careful step at a time. I shall stay with by Claudius' side in case our enemy think to target him. Fair. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we be separated, my phantom warriors will help. If it does come to battle, the keywords magics will put up a disadvantage once again. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. We're about to do some other things, chat. Before.
I'm just gonna let him try it.
Ooh.
Oh, is this the puppy? Mm-hmm.
The door. Oh, I just got yoinked. That's supposed to be a puppy?
He's a baby.
He's a. If you never said anything, I would have never went puppy. I love the way you guys spawn.
That dog needs a vet.
It looks like you seen Scooby-Doo Mystery Unleashed when Scraggy turned into. Yeah, what it reminds me. Sorry, I may have a. My bad. That's totally on me. Oh, see. Man, I just.
Too.
Man.
What?
I'm not recalling. The variant dungeon. Oh, it's a lot of fun. I've never finished it. We were playing it. We did like 3 of them. Finish this another day. We never did.
Well,
My living shadow. Yeah. No. You can have it though if you want to. Oh, the order. Got it. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bro, he kept... With your tongue, bro? Let me go. Unhand me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you. Jeez. It sounded like it. They probably canceled it.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Oh.
I do.
Well, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool. Oh. Tater tot Bragwin.
Goodbye, puppy.
So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Ericthonius and I were conveyed and not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious and I might observe you further. La Habrea. Oh, this is... Who the fuck are you? Red Mantle. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive. Oh, you are La Habrea. You're not the La Habrea I know. You're old as shit. But I believe we must forgo instructions. Paragon. Charming appellation, and I'm afraid I hold no such position. No, I am La Habrea of the Convocation of the 14. If you're truly who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Oh! What is this? Uh-oh. Why does he look surprised? This is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such is thin ether, and an unfamiliar composition. Besides, it is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will get the same results. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, Ericthonios' wishes shall remain unfulfilled, and never again shall he meet Athena. She's dead. Mother, how dare you hide behind her name. Listen well, Ericthonius. We are the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there to hear me out? Ericthonius, wait. There's a question I must need to ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. Ooh. Good question, good question. A simple request. Them Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten as you are. That's not his real name, is it? I have my answer. I don't think La Habrea will be calling him Themis. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the convocation would never suffer its denigration. You sully his station with this farce. Oh, he caught him up. Demas, what are you saying? La Brea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Brea never called me by my name, Demas. Ooh, I knew it. Damn, get caught. What trouble have you gotten into yourself, Elidibus? Wait, that's Elidibus? Imposter, you have no right to claim that form, that mask. Wait. Elidibus? What? Who? Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of day. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on which you so despise. Such trite provocations, I will not be goaded with the finishing the ere my work is done. Ericdonius, listen well. I'm Hephaestus. And it is who. What? What in the name of creation? Wait, so La Habrea isn't the bad guy here. He was being framed. We would do well not to stand idle in our enemy. I believe an explanation is in order. No, this is... Wait, so this is Elidibus. But he said he knew his voice. How that sounds more like the La Habrea I know. Okay. So Themis is Elidibus. Which makes sense because he's wearing the same colors that Elidibus wore when he had his hood up and the mask on. And he's as short. Elidibus was short when, after we defeated him, we found out he was really short. And he has the same robe on. I'm surprised I didn't catch on sooner. As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus of the Convocation. Wow. That's crazy. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. We've been working beside Elidibus and La Habrea's son this whole time. I didn't have a feeling. You're still Themis to me. I should have known by the color of the robe. If I paid more attention, I think I would have realized. Such words are comforting, truly. I shall offer an explanation in time. But first, let me assure you my choices were not born of animosity. No way this is Elidibus. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. Whoa. Please help me. Help him. Save him. Is that Athena? Is Athena really alive? As you're aware by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azem and I detected irregularities in Pandæmonium, we decided best course of action would be to hide my station as I conduct my investigation. I'm sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save the story for later. Although neither Azem or I never met you in the flesh, you came with the highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world, a guided star so similar to himself is out there, they assumed descend to no end. Furthermore, I had heard stories from Mistress Venat, who held the position of Azem previously, journeying with a familiar much like yourself, that I made a decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an adversary. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I know I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you to travel on your side. I may know about but a small portion of your story. That was enough for me to believe that you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Well, fantastic. Hello, La Habrea. You're old. You guys do look very similar. And a little bit, so you are as short as you were in the future. A keyword's goal. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea. The truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea? And why is he a spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you only had now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandæmonium. Do you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of anomalies occurring with Pandæmonium, including the fact that Azem and Elizabeth had taken upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was... Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received communication from one of my keywords saying that research and operation were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning. I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. True, it's not the name I was born with. True, Abyssos has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet within his heart is not but greed, envy, and desire, all the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If whatever you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the day when I was yet younger and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time is a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The truth comes out. His words were a rambling of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair in theirs has warped his view of the world irreparably. See, that I don't believe. I think he's blaming his tortured mind on lies. With a part of me don't believe that. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandæmonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster into our star. As chief keyword of Pandæmonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You will leave the other warders to their doom? That's pretty drastic, no? This is a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandæmonium if it existence posed even a remote risk of our people. Yet you can see that Ericthonius' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azem and I grappled with this conundrum for time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elizabeth, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No. You spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Sir has stood up against. True. And Elizabeth was right about that name being La Habrea, but I completely thought it was him. A being of such ether. He is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to his stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creatures and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion. As an outsider, we're in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded. It's too soon to give up on saving others. La Habrea can't be trusted. I know I have so much beef with La Habrea, but it's not the time. I'm gonna just say it's too soon to give up on saving the others. Agreed. We still know next to nothing about Abyssos, and I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we managed to regain control of Asphylados. He must be made see. True. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as a little bit the emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even La Habrea could be compelled to listen. Facts, you're still part of the congregation. You're all on the same level, pretty much. As Elizabeth, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position impartially. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandæmonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring the mythic creations we encountered along the way. Thank you. You have yet to witness Sir's might and Erictonius' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if by indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objection to the immediate destruction of Pandæmonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. Tell him. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. So you can find me when you're finished. Erictonius is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Where the hell did he go? Can I go through these? Oh, I could. Damn, bro, I went all the way. You do have my gratitude. Outfit as I am to show it at the moment, without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world. And they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Abyssos has secrets yet untold, secrets that would be buried if Pandæmonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my murder. My madre. While Rhea was quick to dismiss his claims, failed to see Abyssos would gain by fabricating such. That's exactly what I said. Doesn't make any sense for him to lie. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even she's in there. I bet you she's in there. Even if it was not La Brea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen what our kind, our own eyes, how quickly he can condemn others to die. What do you think? Does La Brea, you know, have any regard for lives of others? Hell nah. He always was a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my ally as a vessel. Yeah, the La Brea I know, you don't want to meet him, bro. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Brea, such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. Can't imagine how much your ally suffered. But it is plain there is much more to consider. Thank you. It's easy for me to get carried out of my missions. We should focus on the task at hand, proving that to La Brea that we are capable of saving Pandæmonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do all that would be to regain control of Abyssos. Facts. Although I'm loath to admit, he would know more about the depths than any of us. And seeing how we require every adventures we can afford, sir, would you speak to him first? Seems to have a special interest in your capabilities and may deign to help at your suggestions. Alright, gotta go all the way back now. P5-Go.com. Arctonius appears to have deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azem. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I've seen, even among the countless concepts I've observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand. Zem never ceases to surprise. The previous Zem was much the same, and taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions to people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act on her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you, Elidibus, have conducted yourself in this matter. The true danger of Azem's nature is his tendency to infect all those he comes in contact with. I myself said as much. Trust that I shall do not to violate my duty. And yet you previously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however, only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more about Abyssos, I take it? Although I can no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword is reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred into a deeper circle. Yet Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial. Okay. I speak of hegemony, keyword of Abyssos. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those quantities within her, but still, there is something else at work. If I had a hazard a guess, I would say that's because she already been twisted into Hemetheus. Into a Hemetheus. Sir Themis, we must rescue her from the cruel fate. And if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find means to undo the damage. Works for me. Works for me. Allies make you bold, Erictonius. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. The sixth circle now accessible. Oh no. Oh, again. Damn, they're gonna fucking bid on this on the gear stuff. They did the last time. These motherfuckers. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, I don't think I was that far off. I think I pronounced it Germany actually. Whoa, the song. Yeah, let me know when. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. Wait. Wait, what do I do with this? Oh, that's what that does. Gotta love it. Fucking spike. Oh. Say goodbye. Oh, got him. Okay, not that one. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Jeez, thanks for the help. Night. Night. Oh, I'm not gonna touch any of this without y'all. I'm gonna be around. I have a bunch of other things I have to do anyways. I do not trust me and a bunch of randos. No. Please, no. Who's gonna save me like that? Just I'll be screwed. Alright, night. Catch you guys. We've won. The keyword is sealed away and alive this time. Brea can't deny us. Okay. Arctonius. Let's go. Our plan was a success. Whoa. Although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemony has been sealed away. You have the right of it. I am not so petty to deny the achievements of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. If you do the Feast of Famine quest, you get a 99. Yeah, I saw that, but I need to actually lock in and do that. Moreover, this being ether is as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue Hemithios. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. Well, he's talking about him. So it'd be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequence to reach beyond. Did he just at him while talking to him? And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In his place, I hope alone is not enough to come what awaits you. A single misstep will send you all to your doom. Not him being ugly. Who are you talking about? La Brea or his son? Bum bum bum. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even the neophyte can uprise his companions. La Brea? Oh. Yeah, he's You said, well, that's crazy. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path and to act before the path lies closes us in us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hephaestus in change. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifice. I'm aware that destroying Pandæmonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. Of course he's curious about his mother. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once and do not think to set foot in Pandæmonium again. First of all, you can't tell him what to do, unfortunately. I know you're his father, but you're capable that much is plain. Yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk to resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle, this is known. But you're hiding something. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. He's hiding something. You cannot be ignorant to the follies of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe his life into a body, a soul cannot within will not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think of Rictonius. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing your mother back if it means others are used as discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Abso-fucking-lutely. Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives? What was the foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion for your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... You would call me fool? You who murdered your wife in service of ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt? Damn. Damn. Oh? I can hear it again. The voice inside my head. Oh no. The voices. Oh no, it's like... I know who you to follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so. And this voice will guide me to you. Oh no. Oh no. He got so upset that he heard the voice again. I blame La Habrea for it. No, listen not. Listen not, Erictonius. Uh-oh. 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 Apologies. You taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the rudder. Damn. Damn. Well. GG's. I blame La Habrea. I blame him. His presence pissed me off too. I'm surprised it's only Erictonius that got taken away. Whoa! So many things are... Wait, the thing that we were talking about the other day that I put up to sell for 26,190 just sold. And something sold earlier for like 30K as well. Bro, I need to put some more things up today. Everyone's buying something today. The marketplace is banging today. No way, yeah. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth. A magic woven with such skill that Erictonius himself failed to notice until it was too late. So a magic that's powered by hatred. Smash. If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power... Oh, Hephaestus' power. We saw his work on the Tower of Hesperos. Doubtless Hephaestus' magic fed his admiration. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? No, I didn't. Oh, I did? Okay, never mind. I did. As I thought, someone was trying to warn Arctonius, but who? Could it have been one of the keywords? Oh, the voice. I thought there was one of them that said it. And he just couldn't hear it because it was a distant voice. Like he was too far gone. I didn't know it was actually someone else's voice. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy. And Hephaestus knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. Oh, I should have been nicer. Now he's taken away. I reflect on my own. What the fuck? There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which the brave Pandæmonium lost level. Just as Hesperos, Arctonius is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. My streamer, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight. The way forward is clear. Labrea, pray tell us all you know of what shall we find beyond Abyssos. The deepest level of Pandæmonium is called Tartaros. Oh, Tartaros. And your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving past the threshold. That I expect is where Sir shall shine. His dissolute ether shall allow him to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it with Hephaestus had no effect, and doubtless even has yet to devise a countermeasure. Easy. The time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispelled to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Arctonius. If you knew, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there's no matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Arctonius' feelings for his mother? Yes, tell the truth! While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? What are you hiding? I do acknowledge it. I wish only in despair that feel it still greater pain. Did you mean to protect Arctonius with your silence? So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child? And so you drove your own son over the edge? Boom. I feel like I have to move my camera real quick. It was not centered. There we go. How dare you? No, you are right. The blame of Arctonius' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before. Oh my god. Why not just tell us now? The remaining keyword is Agdissus. Agdissus. She has served the Pandæmonium since its inception. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. Agdissus. I think it's Agdissus. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means that it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdissus. We shall approach as closely as caution when the Agdistus. Oh yeah, close enough. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with the ground on which fight and phantom allies to aid you. Okay. Interment shall not be necessary. What? From here I can sense Abyssos' essence, but is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. She has been transfigured such that barely a scattering of her remains. We can't but take comfort in what mercy the underworld will be for. Damn, he's saying that we should just kill her. There's no point in. She's too far gone. Blom, 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 blom. The seventh circle.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
fuck this tree.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is a fucking, yeah, you're gonna love this one. For people who fall off cliffs, this is not a fun
Oh
fight.
no. And we're in the air. What the What the Abyssos. Beastus. I summon thee.
Fucking more of those from my kitchen.
Damn, this music's good too.
I like his little ninja gear. He's cute.
Oh, it is. I don't know if there's any countdowns needed or. Damn, this radius to hit is huge. We're basically there.
Yep. Good boy.
Okay, that's why you stay back. I understand.
Download.
Download.
Bitch. Dude, I thought the queen was a person. That's so funny.
Oh, I thought this seemed like a pull forward, but oh, damn, they ran right.
Oh, I so poorly misread that mechanic.
Oh no.
I could not have moved up harder. That's so funny.
That's nice. They have Oh, that's why he moved. Got it. Understand. Should have trusted that guy. Okay, now I'm stay here. Okay. Put away. Run, run. I don't like these things. Please. Do something to kill me, please. Ah, well, GG's. Why don't we just die? You wanna make a pact? Okay. All right. Again.
I haven't done this one in so long.
I wouldn't willingly do this either. Oh. Oh no. I didn't even think it was beating you off. I saw you get hit, and then like a second later, what's gonna happen?
Healers again. I don't know why she keeps
Oh
dying.
no. It's the same part. Wonder what, maybe, I don't even know where they're standing.
This stupid tree.
Fucking tree, bro. So machinists could spawn in like a fucking robot to fight with them?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's called the Queen. That aren't insane.
I never seen them before. Must be like a higher level thing.
Such villainy.
Oh, they just jumped off.
Someone just leave.
I heard a sound that someone left as well. I couldn't tell. No,
Oh,
that's been just a message. Oh, yep, someone left. One of the DPS. Oh. Someone else left too. Can we just sit here and hope?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll fill. It's not. It's right now.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Third time's a charm, baby. What do you think? Leaving 8 minutes in is crazy.
Yeah.
I know we failed it twice.
I think we got that. No, you're fine.
I know what I'm doing. I'm just dumb.
That's crazy. They have a whole ass marker.
They mark themselves too.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know why the hell I took so much damage from that.
Target it.
That's this one.
Full DPS. I mean, the fucking thing.
It's fine.
Yo, this song is good. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of want to eat.
I was about to say, how come last time that broke my shield?
Dude, I didn't realize you could only do 3 quests a day when you first started society.
Yeah.
Oh.
It goes 3, and then once you unlock like the first, once you level up once, and it's 6, and then once you level up another time it's 9. What the fuck?
Just wait.
Okay. Oh, the jump in that man. Look. Yeah. And then, but the max you can get is like 9. Once you get to 9 quests a day, then that's it. You gotta keep doing that 9. I stood in a thing for it, was my bad.
Good. Time I started to fight in this raid.
Like with another player?
Yeah. So they it was another healer and they rescued me off of a off of the healer to save me from a gold stack.
Bro.
And I was like, dude, like there was no need for that. God bless you. Like all I would have taken is a gold stack. I could have survived that, but now I'm fucking dead on the ground.
Yeah.
Just like I am now.
Oh no.
That's crazy. What is happening?
That's fine, got it. You're
The
back.
wrong fucking items on? Hello?
This is the front. No, is it not? Yeah,
Probably.
it is. I was like, wait.
Let me get the book out.
Oh!
LV. We get an LV.
Well, how did I just die?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
My
this
health
stream
just-
just bugs.
My health disappeared.
Just the weirdest little fucking thing.
Finally got it. Right when they left too, they were bad luck. Their negative energy was making the tree stronger.
Yeah, I don't know why that one consistently beats my ass.
That's crazy. Oh, cutscene.
Cutscene.
The moment Abyssos was slain, the flow of ether of Pandæmonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. Okay. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a keyword would have been able to detect it, and even then with the great difficulty. Ergo. Oh. Is that thesis? What is a thesis? If only I could restore Tartaros order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. Oh. It has been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, keyword Agdesis. I should not be surprised if you are able to break free of Hephaestus' spell, even diminished as you were. 'Twas not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path, though, through the madness. And thus am I able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report, that was you. Oh, so she reported that everything was A-okay, knowing La Habrea would come to help. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall to deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. Oh, it was me. Oh wait, no, she reached out to me. I thought she reached out, she was the all clear one. She's the one that sent for me. I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There's something you must know, that tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. I thought Elidibus was the one that reached out to us, not her. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master La Habrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Erectonius. Oh, she's about to leak. No longer can you hide your heart away. She's gonna leak. She's gonna tell us about Athena. Oh, they're huge. Is this a memory? Hephaestus? No. The mask marks him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memory and emotions with Hephaestus. Oh, these are my recollections of the moments following. No wonder why Hephaestus feels a certain way, but he doesn't, because he... And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Erectonius? That's why Hephaestus is so hell-bent on Erectonius. My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. It would be wise to do the same with our memory one day of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teaching had warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Erectonius believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He cannot bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame of Athena for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? So he didn't. He's taking the blame for it? If that is what it comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than a knowledge of Athena thought his body and soul mere tools. By hatred than the knowledge that Athena's thought and body? Ooh, even were I to tell him that his mother plotted, he would ever seek reason to believe that the true fault lies with me or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt. Is... Ericthonius loved his mother more than life itself, and yet what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is La Abrea's nature. Every action, every word, a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare of his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to La Abrea to paint the rest for you, and for Ericthonius, I hope. Damn. Thanks for leaking. Thank you, Abyssos. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Rest in peace. Abyssos has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. Abyssos was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened their progress. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be more pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. Cannot say with certainty that Ericthonius could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Abyssos has taken upon Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemetioi. I know not what the ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after the return of Ericthonius. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend Pandæmonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort in securing a safe means of approach. Alright, you got me. I got you. Brea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Sir's Phantom Warriors. I have no objection. My ability to fight within Tartaros would be greatly diminished. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intent to seal him away as before? The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. Fair? Well then, I shall open the way forward. Neat circle. I like how they just keep bringing us here. We don't really see ourselves going in, like, closer and closer inside. Like, we unlock all the circles from out here. I mean, I guess that's fine, but would have been cool if we were, like, actually entering the place.
I got thrown off the cliff, and then the other healer didn't have enough health to survive the knockup, so then they got killed twice, and then 2 DPS left, and then we did it on the third time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That tree is my
Who's doting on me?
Oh shit. Voice
And with
acting.
your death,
Alright, voice acting this
none
entire
will be
fucking...
left to stop me.
I'm doting on you.
Not my game crashing.
Oh! I'm still in cutscene.
You slapped
Whoa.
bitch, and then the fucking game crashed.
It loads you right back in, right? Oh wait, are they here? Did they? They may have gotten. Oh, the whole.
Shit.
Oh no. Let me know.
You're good.
Okay.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Forbid you wait 2 seconds.
Yeah.
How dare you? I'm so important and necessary for this game.
Fulgent flame my servant's rise.
It's all black. Just fucking chill.
Out of my sight! Leave naught but
You
ash in
definitely
your
can,
way.
but it's like, it's not
What's
a
the
big
point?
deal.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes. You're fine.
Let seep sorrow into your
But you got back by the time they left, so it didn't make any sense.
Like, I'm lost.
And now they're
bro.
fucking shooting banned, which is really
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
fitting death.
don't care.
Oh my god, I've been saying that all day and I couldn't remember where the fuck.
It's from The Walking Dead. Don't care.
No, it's you who says it.
Yeah.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
I do. You let me in there.
My phone autocorrects the
Oh,
words,
hell.
but spelling their name.
You are afraid to be
That's
consumed.
me, baby.
Look away.
Yeah.
Dumbass. Ooh.
Perish in flame's embrace. Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Oh, the lava's higher. Little corner, right?
From fulgent flame my servants
Down
rise.
the-
I'm tired of this farce.
Not downloaded, not downloaded.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
What the hell? This turn into?
You will know my rage.
Okay. Middle. Top. Left. Oh, that burned.
Sear flesh from bone.
Get it. Ooh.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
I'll take limbs from the
Seep
limbs.
sorrow into your heart.
Pausing to type that is great.
I think it's a macro for their memory.
Oh. Having a macro
Freak.
fight.
Freak.
Gaze of the Abyss.
Gaze of the Abyss too. Oh. That's really funny.
What was it?
I'll give it to the fucking dude that wasn't a dick.
Same.
Well, I have everything I need from here. Peace.
The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here, now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. Oh? I see you will not go peacefully. And you got Heractonius locked up. Damn, on sight. Didn't even think to pull out my sword. Even the cast off would uphold his pride. Though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name is Hephaestus. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Aristonius his dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind them? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Aristonius, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which he hath hidden from him, which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? Yeah. My wish? You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and you desire to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Aristonius, but beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interests, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I cannot nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet, he is still my son, and I will not suffer you to seduce him with false hopes. You, who are not but a bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, she... No, then who... How do I... Uh-oh. Trust in La Habrea. I didn't think I would ever say those words. I hear you. I owe you and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever? In La Habrea, I will have my say. Oh, he's about to break free. Damn! Break from the shackles, bro. How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Sir's words reached me through the haze. I said 3 words. But alright, bro. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. His father's. Oh, he been practicing this move. Lock him up. Lock him up. Cage him. How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we entered much worse. Oh, father and son. You worthless, you... Damn. To the depths of hell with you. Whoa. Into a crystal. It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. So does those don't mean that someone's been imprisoned if we get those crystals, right? Because we're trying to find the person that owns one of them, and I don't hope that doesn't mean. Can this is a song for the second phase of P8? Oh no, I'm down to listen to the music. It's just a song, so I'm cool. If you're able to link it, I'm down to listen to it. Unless you wanted to do it, so then I hear it in person. With Hephaestos' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Ectonius above. That he would bind Hephaestos with only half his senses intact. You quite understand his adeptness in the art of internment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. Just minimize the video. Okay.
Wix.
I got an ad. Hold on. I don't know why I opened up on fucking Chrome and not my Firefox. Should I just listen to the whole thing, or is there a certain time point I should be skipping to? You have a timestamp? Ooh. The whole thing? But a good part. I'll probably just have the whole thing play in the background. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is not for the worse aware. Hold on, let me lower. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus. The force is yelling Pandæmoniums. Yeah, he got locked up. He got sent to the shadow realm. I see. Despite his muddled senses, Ericthonius felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. La Habrea, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed, he was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I cut away, a massive ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of the tale of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. Yep, time to share it with the class. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if under the surface of deep pool. My mother wishes to use me? I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here. What drove Athena to act as she did? I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the words of La Habrea were children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was an endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone to encourage the attempted. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded, not so for Athena. As leader of the words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld back with creation. The weakness of one would be mitigated by the strength of the other. The result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Yeah. Just so I believe she bore true affection for me. I was blind to see her hidden intentions. When Pandæmonium was built, she requested to lead researchers. I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, In giving her Pandæmonium, I also gave her free reign to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her? I made haste to Pandæmonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Abyssos to watch from Tartaro's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. Uh-oh. As for what occurred next, 'tis best to see with your own eyes. Bum, 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 bum. Who that? It is good, it is good. Is that me? Oh. What's she doing to him? You are well aware that our respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the research of the Pandæmonium, are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set a foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and exist this forever, as well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. It's a memory. I shall say this but once. Release Ericthonius, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. Oh. I will meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is to come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see the stopping was never an option. The feelings of one weigh little against the need of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, but you did not design to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother of the son of great La Habrea, to embark upon a path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we shall know one. Oh? Impossible, you bonded your souls? Aye, the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At the moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become the memory and mine. And I thee. Whoa, they bonded their souls. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am? Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. Damn. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. Yet I beheld my life's work. Try as you might to exercise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the self-same fervor. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. That's why he created him. Because he didn't want her thoughts and memories to invade his. It was my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I set aside. Today I renounce all that I was and live only as La Habrea. Oh. Wow, he split himself in half. And this is where Hephaestus came from. So Hephaestus was just his second half, the second half of him that had all these memories. Damn. Thus had I forsaken part of me, myself, and had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such length to escape your memories, you nearly revolt your very own existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Igorm and Emmett, in particular, made plain the suspicion they harbored. As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I would not deny such consideration played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse. Should something go awry with the remainder of my soul? In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and from by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only to seeing his dear Athena live again, and she might finish what she begun. Yet, for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw. You see, our need for control blinded us to our other perspectives. While I was in thralls of Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? I don't see him a reason for him to be lying. What does your heart tell you? I just want to know one thing. Do you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me? even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw, after all. I'm still not convinced. I've said all that I can say. Now it's your choice to believe me or not. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in its path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. Oh? Oh, you're an apology. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen the chaos occurring in Pandæmonium, then I would have never known La Habrea's story, my father's story. So it was a tale I was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with the Zem upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this he foresaw. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. As long as we retain control of Pandæmonium, there's work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiment, and how I intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of the knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal. However, truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There's another? Yeah. In the future. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning, even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company and the Zem was aware of the plotting unfolding within Pandæmonium. Then why would they not make themselves known, even now? What if it was Ericthonius? Like the future Ericthonius is a lot stronger than him now. Perhaps it was... That'd be crazy, no? That task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure, and we shall share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon our journey, your journey. Or if you are so inclined to take as much needed repose. Let's talk of the journey smacks of his as well as should. He was pledged to keep moving until he was seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring the crystal of yours to La Habrea. You may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. My citizen, sir. Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudine commissioned for his search was lost some time. Oh my god. And now we have quite lost track of where he might be. Jesus Christ. And to make matters worse, NVIDIA has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the antioscope, in fact. Please, just come with me. Bro. Huh? How did they get here? That's Pandæmonium. What the fuck? What is that? Is it real? Did Pandæmonium just spawn in the antioscope? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Oh, Fortuno. Hello. Long time no see. And you too, Professor Claudine Assistants, I take it? As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this? I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. Wait, that's crazy. What? How do we see it now? While the research summary we submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Azislam. Well, that does not say Azislam, Azisla. But weird. A rash endeavor, even for Claudine. But he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgar's aid in searching for him. Ooh, do you think he did hear something in the crystal and something like possessed him to go to Azisla? As for the unsightly fortress material of the Ethereal Sea, Pandæmonium, was it? For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled so as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the Ethereal Sea and continue monitoring and further irregularities. You two submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Okay, sounds good to me. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I will apprise the forum of what has occurred here. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. Conversely, I see now my inexperienced imagination failed to do Pandæmonium's pitiless spire justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages, if the creations within do the same. Ooh. That would be bad, but answers to these questions shall come in time, I'm sure. For now, I must do a message Fortuno asked and write a report. There's gonna be 1,010,000 materia, bro.